Florida farming brings challenges. Every day, producers handle obstacles and opportunities. Through innovation and tenacity, producers are succeeding and agriculture is thriving. And the Florida Fruit and Vegetable Association is leading the way.
Being a farmer is unlike any other occupation. It's, all business owners are independent, but being a farmer, you're independent, but you are working with the elements that you have no control over. It's such a challenge. You've got the market, you've got labor, you've got weather. It's very seldom is everything just right, but when it is just right, it's perfect.
FFVA persevered this year in its mission to ensure that employers have an adequate workforce. Difficulties with the H-2A guest worker program continue, and immigration reform is at a standstill, but the association continues to push for progress. In Tallahassee, the legislative session went into overtime, but growers fared well. Key legislation that FFVA supported passed. Our efforts to eliminate sales tax on some farm equipment and repairs will save growers over $13 million a year. We also succeeded with changes to the property rights law and agritourism. The battle remains over citrus greening and other pests and diseases that threaten entire commodities.
The tree just begins to fall apart, and you have big areas where leaves drop and limbs turn yellow and fruit starts falling. And so you've had your hopes up all year, and the last 2 months all of a sudden your hopes get dashed.
The good news is the industry has the undivided attention of government agencies and researchers in looking for solutions. Whatever the crop, whatever the challenge, FFVA brings people together to find answers.
I think it's really important that people realize what farmers do, and for the first time in my career, in the last 5-10 years, actually we have everybody at the table, from the growers, water management districts, Department of Agriculture, Department of Environmental Protection, all working together to help resolve issues.
FFVA is a preeminent voice for growers on water concerns. This year, we continue to work with water management districts as they review and update plans to ensure sustainable future water supplies. The association also submitted comments on EPA's proposed Waters of the U.S. rule. The rule is an overreach by the EPA and could hurt existing water quality programs and conservation efforts. The association urged EPA to withdraw the rule and allow states to develop their own measures. On crop protection, FFVA tackled key issues related to pollinator health, the Endangered Species Act, and EPA human health risk assessments. Work to harmonize international pesticide residue limits also continues. Through third-party registrations, FFVA secured renewals of Section 18 emergency exemptions for 2 key chemicals to control the Asian citrus psyllid on young trees and canker on grapefruit. These exemptions give FFVA members access to important crop protection tools. To address the growing needs of its membership, FFVA added a food safety and sustainability manager to its team. With a staff member now dedicated to those priorities, FFVA is working with growers to assess their food safety compliance and sustainability programs. Another focus is FDA's rulemaking for the Food Safety Modernization Act. FFVA reviewed 8 rules, providing detailed comment on how they would affect producers. FFVA keeps its membership connected throughout the year. Through newsletters, bulletins, alerts, and more, members are informed on the news and important issues that affect them. The association this year worked alongside other groups across the country to communicate about nutrition, workforce issues, and the economic impact of agriculture. FFVA stepped up its member involvement this year with a new, expanded lineup of committees. These new groups will be sharply focused on issues and will help strengthen FFVA's voice. The goal is to increase volunteer leadership and grassroots involvement in the association's work. The Florida Specialty Crop Foundation plays a key role in research through federal specialty crop block grants. The foundation received 9 new block grants of nearly $1.3 million for projects on marketing, diseases, weed management, labor solutions, and more. With an eye to the future, FFVA is identifying and equipping our next generation of leaders. Class 4 has just completed the Emerging Leader Development Program. 5 sessions throughout the year connected them with the people, places, and production practices vital to specialty crop agriculture. From the farm to national issues, FFVA is an essential partner for Florida producers, working to safeguard a strong future for agriculture.
I think there's a great future for agriculture in Florida, but it's going to take all of us working together to solve problems like water, immigration, regulation. All these things are impacting our business, and we need to work together to get the job done.